Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I thought I would do a video aimed more towards siblings, although I suppose anyone going through a situation with someone who's close to them who's mentally ill can take advice from this. It's mainly aimed towards siblings. So I'm going to kind of be talking about 6 points that they might be able to take with them, or you might be able to take with you on your path to your siblings' recovery. The first thing is admit to yourself that it sucks. And even though this sounds silly and you're probably wondering how is this helpful, I think if you actually admit to yourself how crap, I don't know if I can say that, but how crap the situation is, it kind of encourages or enables you to move on and look for the positive. So once you actually get to grips with, yeah, this is a crap situation, but let's move on and try and find positivity. Let's try and help our sibling towards recovery. So number 2 is to educate yourself. And even though we've said this so many times in previous videos, I think it is also really important for siblings to do this, because it can just give you a general understanding of the mental illness, but it can also help you understand some of the behaviours that your sibling might be displaying. And sometimes, when someone isn't thinking rationally, they can say things that they don't quite mean. And I think this can just really help you to realise that, you're not their target sort of thing, and you're kind of there just to help them through the process, and they don't really mean it if they say something horrible to you. So number 3 is to confide in someone or more than one person that you trust. I think this is so important, because you might, for one, pick up on a behaviour that someone else hasn't. You might also have some positive comments about your sibling that someone else hadn't noticed. It's also really important for yourself and your own well-being to speak to someone else, because otherwise you can internalise feelings a lot, and sometimes those feelings can get out of control. Well, they did for me anyway. I think if you don't actually say them out loud with someone, I think you can start thinking irrationally and things. So I think that's so important, but make sure it is someone you trust. Number 4 is to give your parents a hug. So as a sibling, and I think this has been written about quite a lot, you can often feel quite pushed to the side, and I think especially when you're younger, so at my age I was like 11, 12, 13, you can really feel like your parents don't care about you, or they don't care what you're doing, they don't care what you're up to. But it is the absolute complete opposite, and generally your parents are just really trying their best, and the situation is just as hard for them as it is for you. So I think that just doing something as simple as that can really be beneficial for yourself, but also for your parents. It can probably help give them that boost that they really need. Number 5 is to let go of guilt. So that's something that's so important, because I don't think that you can be 100% in supporting your sibling if you feel a little bit guilty for what they're going through, or you think that you've done something to make this happen. I think it's so important that your mind is fresh and you are kind of in a positive place, as positive as you can be, to help your sibling towards recovery. Because if you're plagued with guilt, it's kind of not beneficial for you, it's not beneficial for your family, it's not beneficial for the person suffering. So I think that's so important, because literally most of the time no one has done anything to cause a mental illness to happen. It's just unfortunately something that can happen. And I do know, from my own personal journey as well, that people can blame themselves, and I think people do every day. So I think blaming yourself isn't going to make the situation any better. So I think that's one of my main points really, is to not blame yourself, let go of the guilt, and then hopefully you can be on a better path with your sibling. Okay, and my last point is to just be a sibling. So that means that you can't be a miracle worker, you're not out there to be like a superhero. You literally are just there to be the best sibling you can be. And I think that's all your brother or sister can ask for, is for you to just be who you are and support them as much as you can, and just be the best person and best sibling you can be. So yeah, that's basically all my tips for today. And if you have any extras, please do let me know and comment them below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!